Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Sedated versus Pink. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to seeing how Sedated play. Got some names which people might find familiar, like Seth. In fact, all of these names are familiar in the NA scene. Wilski and Seth, I know from memory who had the major. Wilski had an amazing performance, and I'm looking forward to see how he does here. Depends what you hear, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm here.
Still not in the server yet. But as we get this first round underway, I'll be interested to see what the teams buy. You're all seeing Pink Wall buying a shotgun very early on. 2 shotguns, in fact. On the other side, Pride, the same thing, but some smokes as well. And the fact that Sedated signing on allies, that has me a little bit worried, but it's such a strong team. I think they'll be able to get this done. Of course, Pink will beat it last game. Wasn't the Kovac boys. Who was that there? Remind me.
The last match was Powder Puff.
I meant who did Pink Wall beat?
Oh,
Legends, there we go. Pride getting shotgun kill, but a quick trade from Scoot, and Sedated actually gets that first round. Shotgun's reigning supreme there, but Tanaka finishes it up with a grease gun. 1-0, 2 kills from Pride, 2 kills from Tanaka. This is a good start from Sedated getting that first round, but it's always that second round that's important. Pink Wall's probably going to get some more shotguns. Already seeing an SMG from Kane. Just going to call him Kane. Get back the ones. Because we're not in computer class today.
it's a 1-0 though. It's Sedated here, pushing in what it looks like towards a B, and Pink Wall about 2 trenches or 3 trenches. No, excuse me, 2 trenches. Or yeah. Nevertheless, Senior M, if you will, gets taken down. Scooten, so last player remaining with a trench gun. Excuse me, Scooten and 1 Kane are the last 2 players. To apologize for that. 4v2 of the bomb is already planted here. And this is going to be quite the interesting retake here. Sedated has in manpower here. Wilski takes out Kane. Scooten, the last player remaining with a trench gun through barn. A lot to work with here, if you will. Meanwhile, trying to get an angle going, but obviously doesn't see anybody. Now, keep in mind, Kai, this is 20 seconds on the clock, but Wilski very well positioned, taking down Scooten. So, talk to me about a little bit of a Pink Wall here, Kai. I do see Pink Wall, yeah, that's Pink Wall, yeah, Pink Wall. Excuse me. Oh, makes sense. So they're Fortnite players.
So we've been told from back, because well, at least Barton and CNFR. I know Barton because he followed me today on Twitter, and I checked his bio out, and he says ex-BR player, I think he said on his bio, so I didn't know what BR meant. If it's Fortnite, I won't say that's too impressive, but they have managed to get this far. And he's taking out Legends, so it must be somewhat decent, but I would say Sedated all the way, since all these players were at the major, and they played well at the major, especially Wilski. But right now, Pink Wall's making a flank back, but straight onto back. Pride even sneaking through the smoke, getting a frag on that A site, making it 3 versus 2, leaving Zenith and Scooten, and Scooten's going to take down Pride. Quick trade from Wilski. Seems Scooten alone once again, but this time it's a 1 versus 2, and it's doable since the last 2 players are split, but Wilski's too fast. 3 kills for him. So it's on that 3rd round.
That's correct. And right now I was looking at Bergie for a second. My goodness, he got an amazing shot with the Thompson near the B side. That actually looked kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you, from that range, getting outgunned by a Thompson. Nevertheless, speaking of Bergie, right now Bergie rocking with the Springfield, so they have 2 scopes unsedated, only 1 scope on Pink Wall. That's none other than 1 Kane, so definitely hope to see Kane do some work here with that Car 98, if you will. Gets a shot, blank shot, just trying to get a wall bang, if anything, but nothing connects at the moment. Just throwing random bullets. Nothing connecting at the moment. And you can see right now. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, Barton was holding A long, but he has retreated to the site, and 3 players on Sedated are pushing him. Nade's going out. Barton realizes this, and he's just waiting for a peek, but the smoke's going to push him off from his angle just slightly. He has spotted out 1 player, but frag from Scooten onto Seth. Nate Barn, he's still in the smoke barn, but Bergie able to take him out. Good trade again from Scoot, and Wolski though, he's got the caught him off guard. Sorry, it's like he caught me off guard, but 3 versus 2 in favor for Sedated once again.
Oh dear lord, am I right now? Zenith is the only player remaining. Zenith has a lot to work with here, if anything, at the moment, being the last player, 1v2, barely any HP. He's trying to hold it together as much as he can, try to gather HP. As you can see, regen back. 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and Kai, Sedated just seems so strong against the pink wall here.
Yeah, and I would say this is really to expected today. Some of these players are veterans of the game already. Like I said, all these names are recognizable if you knew the NA scene before release date. Especially with Wilski, he had an amazing performance at the major. And he's carrying it over so far, 9 kills and 0 deaths on him right now. And it's only 4-0. Just expect more kills from this kid.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I just saw Zenith scoreboard. He's a level 114. How is anybody... My goodness. That's the first time I see somebody a level 114. Jesus Christ. Talk about grinding. I know, right? But nevertheless here, it doesn't really matter. 4-0, Sedated again, playing exceptional. Bergie will be the first player to go down. Hopefully this could create an opening here for Pinkwall, but Kane gets taken down by Tanaka with a Springfield. Seth trades back with Seth. Right now, I mean, it's not that you need to, make a mistake is justifiable, but at least Sedated guy has enough room to, oh my lord, Tanaka just turned around and took Senior Amit head blown off. But right now, Sedated has enough room to, if they make mistakes, if they get, if they lose this round, which I'm pretty sure they won at this point, but they have enough room to breathe, if you will. It's 4-0. You have a major advantage on the offensive side, I might add as well. But Bilski there just embarrassing Zenith with the trench gun.
Yeah, to be honest, a little bit unlucky there, maybe from Zenith. On my screen, I was able to spot out Wilski's arm, but maybe it was different for him, judging by resolution and such. But 5-0, Wilski able to pick up that scope, and Thompson, nice weapons he has there, as well as Tanaka, shotgun, and Springfield. Really, really strong weapons on today. Well, on the side, we still have some strong weapons, but a little bit more close range. Then you have nothing really to tackle the longer range duels, except for the STGs, and Barnes just does not want to peak Pride.
Not only that, but again, Sedated actually running with 2 scopes yet again. Wilski and Tanaka holding those scopes. Meanwhile, Wilski has a Thompson just to back out. And at the moment, you got Kane, MP40, Scoot with a Scoot, MP40 as well, 2 STGs.
Yep.
And but I mean, not that I want to keep talking about the guns though, but right now, I mean, you still have you still have the guns to defend yourself really nicely as a team, but it just Pinkwall seems a little bit lost at the moment. Barton takes a shot on Pride.
Oh, Barton. Dispatches both of their heads. Talking about a little bit of loss, he wasn't lost finding the heads of his opponents. Oh.
I do like Kai. When you talk about, I want to talk about a little bit about the map, if you will. Again, like I told you on Liberation. Again, please correct me since you are the battalion guru, if you will. But well, I mean, I like to think so. You provide, you help me so much with the information given, but I feel like Manorhouse is one map like resembles Liberation in terms of like it, like you said before, it could be equal depending on the situations, and compared to other maps, I really like playing Manorhouse. In my opinion, I think it's one of my favorite maps, to be honest with you. But it's mainly because of that, because I feel like both sides can be equal, not very one-sided to say the least. But again, just gotta play your cards right. Definitely Pinkwall got around on the back here, so hopefully they can maintain the consistency. Seth jumps in, takes on Senior M. Seth and Tanaka are the last two players remaining. Kane and Skun with 2 MP40s here. A lot to work with. Bomb will be planted, but nevertheless, like every time I speak too soon. They just
Too
Jesus
fast Sedated. Like these NA teams are just so fast. We're going through the rounds so much faster compared to EU. Like we see a lot more methodical style. Whereas with NA, I just like to say brute force their way into sight sometimes, but they've got the aim to back it up. Right now, you can see that Wilski just literally just relies on his aim. They are using some smokes to limit some angles, but even so, you're not checking all the time. It's just relying on their aim and their reactions. And it makes great to watch, but maybe not exactly great battalion.
Well, I mean, it's you see matches like this. This is the third time in a row that we see these fast matches and all these individual multi-frags from the players. Individually, you have to admire the skill, but everything is going so fast that obviously it's a little bit difficult to find it entertaining in its way, because obviously it's just this is the third match and we've seen just complete and utter destruction since we started the tournament today. And oh yeah, for sure, like not even a chance. We just Jesus Christ, we saw 13-0. 13-0 doesn't get any more embarrassing. No, it was 13-0 and then 13-2, I believe. And then 13-2. But again, complete and utter destruction by these teams. So definitely be on the lookout for more action coming up from these players right now. But Kane with the shot with that car 98 on Seth. Well, the bomb will be planted. The bomb is already planted. You got the middle control here. Wilski taking his time to shoot on schooling Barton. Wilski with a double kill there. Barton and Seneth are the last two players remaining. And I have to take a look at Barton. Barton middle, though. Followed by Seneth. Seneth not paying attention towards the left side as he gets taken down by Wilski through middle. Barton trading back, but again, damage already done. Pride and Tanaka, the last two players, both have a long range rifles. Tanaka misses the shot there, but Barton is there to trade, hopefully trying to back up Tanaka. Both players have no HP coming in back. Tanaka taking his time, gets a shot, and just like that, it's 7-1. And Sedated again, controlling just cruise control, man. This is just this is cruise control for them. Just going forward, not losing, just complete and utter destruction.
It just comes back to what I was saying. They're just relying on their aim too much. I am seeing what mistakes in terms of their positioning and how they're getting on the site. They're just backing up with their aim, and all these players have amazing aim. Obviously, since we're at this point, Wilski 15 kills, 3 deaths, and then the closest person to him is actually on 7 kills, both on pink wall and his own teammate. When you have a player just popping off like that, it's very hard to shut down a team. But that's when you start using utility. You have to slow them down somehow. So you drop down the smokes. You have to watch those smokes because you know these players are feeling confident. They're going to push them. Just like Wilski did there, but they watched it this time and they would take him out.
And the thing is that they have that momentum going, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. I mean, take a look at Pink Wall with 3 trench guns, 2 STGs at the moment. So, if anything, watching those close quarter angles, but you got to ask yourself, is that even enough for them to at least get around here? Barton takes a shot on Pride. 2 players remain. 2 players down from Sedated. So far, it looks like an opening here. Could be a second round for Pink Wall. As Tanaka's the last player alive here for the Sedated squad, but he's shooting bullets here and there between the smoke. Luckily, one Kane is there to save the day. So right now it's a 7-2. So yeah, I mean,
it was a lot better round from Pinkle then, and that's how they've been winning these rounds. They've just been controlling areas closely using their shotguns and their SMGs, and it's been working for them. So if they keep that up and still trying to maybe taking a long range duels, using the smokes effectively as well, just slowing down Sedated, that's where they're going to have the most success.
All right, you are. Now keep in mind as well, you know, this is Pinkwall has a lot, has a lot of chances here, right? It's 9th round coming in, and they're the defensive side. I mean, they have to be careful with Sedated once the rounds switch. I mean, if they're looking deadly on offense, God knows what they can do on the defensive side. Tanaka gets a first blood on Barton And assuming by your reaction, is quite the shot there, as right now they're taking control of A. And they will push towards A really aggressively here. I mean, Kai, they enter to the side so easily.
Yeah.
So easy.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they get the information and they react on the information, taking out their players. And Pinkwood just has no one for the refrag. You see Skun alone on site. You see Barn alone towards A long, and they're just pushing them together and getting the frag. Like, they knew where Scooten's position was because they needed and got that information, and that's what Sedated is doing really well. They're getting the information, communicating within the team, and then individual players just popping off with that information.
Clearly, that's what it shows. And Broski will be going with the trench gun here. I'm really curious to see what Wolski will be going. Will he be going to A? You can see he's throwing the oh, no, excuse me, that was a grenade. Gets a frag going, and he will dare to push middle. Obviously, there's a smoke behind towards his left side, so it has enough cover to actually go for that push. Throws the smoke again, trying to be very sneaky like. Gets a hit marker, needs to retreat here. Going to be challenging that yet again. Oh, but Kane just waiting. Very smart by Kane. Total credit goes towards Kane, but Kane unfortunately gets traded by Seth. Now, Kai, we're closing down for the round switch here. It's 10 rounds coming in.
What's the 11th round going into the 12th?
Yes, excuse me. My apologies. My math is so bad today.
But just on the top of the
I'm just focused. To be honest with you, believe it or not, I'm actually looking straight in the gun. Like, I'm not even looking upwards where the scoreboard is. But nevertheless, you know what I'm trying to say. It's coming in. It's coming soon. And the thing is, can they hold Sedated's offense? That is what I want to know.
At the moment, they're struggling quite a bit. They're having the most success when they're playing the closer range angles, using their smokes, and then getting the frags like that. When it comes to the long range angles, Sedated have been just dominating them. And there's a lot of long range angles on Manorhouse. And sometimes you do have to peek them to get that information. Right now, Sedated are playing it really well, using their smokes effectively. You saw that he smoked double doors so Tanaka could get on site to plant, and you have Pride covering him, getting that frag on center, and no one there to trade on pink wall.
Not only that, but I mean, when you talk about the smokes here for a second, you are absolutely right. For the past rounds, I do have seen the strategic smokes coming into play. They really know where to throw those smokes, and exactly they know why they're doing it. So again, Sedated just obviously is a more prepared team. I did see a little bit of a dislike on the chat about Pingwell saying they don't deserve to be here, but I mean. If that going by that, yeah, but I mean, going by that logic, the last two teams that lost definitely didn't deserve to be here either. But I mean, it is what it is, and obviously, they're here for a reason to try to, obviously, you got to get better, and you learn from their mistakes, obviously. And
you only get better when you face teams like Sedated or facing teams. Yeah, 5-sec. That's when you learn how to get better, because they're the teams which are going to be well drilled. They're the veterans. A lot of these teams, like Pinkport, they're new teams. They're not going to have the same chemistry or the same play style as the teams which came from before. And once they learn that, it's going to be a different ball game. But that just comes with time.
If you look at right now, speaking of which, Tanaka's the last player. So again, stealing a round from Sedated here, 9-3. So again, you see, it's really good. It's, if anything, a really good round goes towards Pinkwall here. But now, to quote you, the golden number, the golden ticket right here. Can they hold Sedated's defense?
This first round is so important. I've always said this. First round of the second half is important, because that's when I like to say you normally can get free runs.
Oh yeah.
So far, that's been wrong every single time I've said that. In NA, in the EU, typically is normally right. I don't know why it's different in it, but it'll be interesting to see who wins this first round, because if Sedated win, they're gonna have an easy ticket to get to match point.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, take a look at Sedated 2 trench guns here, and obviously going to your usual spot with a shotgun on B side. Meanwhile, Wilski gets a shot, gets a double kill if anything.
Drops the bomb as well, and he even gets the fourth.
Dear.
Wilski,
dear.
I've been saying this kid is insane. I said it at the major when I watched him play. I'm saying it now. He is probably the best NA player.
Gotta agree with you on that. And right now,
19-7.
that is Kane actually doing everything that he can. 14-11 at the moment, trying to carry the team on his back, trying to do everything humanly possible. But at the moment, Wilski 19-7, like you said. So Wilski definitely knows what he's doing. Let me take a look right now. He knows those grenade spots. God knows where that grenade is going to be landing. It actually lands in trenches, but obviously to no avail. Nobody was there. Came right behind the grenade. Trying to control trencher, trying to make something happen. Gets 2 hit markers in the middle.
Let's get the frag, and they are heading towards a B site. You do have one which is from top man, just trying to see if anyone crosses, just holding his team. But Pride, he's managed to sneak in behind, taking out Kane. If he's not too careful, timing's not with him. He might miss out SRM, but I think the timing's on Pride's side. No, it's not. It's on SRM's. That was a little bit of a mess. But 3 versus 2. Pinkwall having an advantage. This is what they need as they are pushing inside. They faked it. Seth trying to get a beat onto SRM, and he loses that battle. Nice shot. It's all up to Wilski, the hero of last round. Can he do it this one? Gets the first frag. Unable to get the second. Zenith gets it. 10-4.
If anything, that was such a sloppy round. Pinkwall barely making it, to be honest with you. Barely making it. Zenith actually getting Wilski with his own medicine, if you will, with a trench gun, but again, barely making it so far.
Yeah. Like, there was a lot of key moments in that round where he could have switched. One of them is probably Pride and SRM. If Pride spotted SRM before SRM spotted him, different round, because SRM actually got a follow-up kill onto Seth, I believe it was. So that was the key moment there.
Right, sure.
Let's see what they can do in this one, because they need to start chaining some rounds together, and they need to get back into this game. It is 10-4, and that's not going to help things. Berkey through the smoke. He's actually going to push this. I think they know, and Zenith's getting that frag, but quick trade from Seth, so it's still equal footing. Not for long.
Oh, Barton's last player remaining here, Kai 2v1. Trying to get a headshot, excuse me, and very tough angle, try to avoid being killed, uses the smoke to back away here. However, keep in mind, Wilski and Pride are the last 2 players remaining. Pride will be going for that defuse. Wilski being the front man on Pride, and you gotta get credit. My God, what a teamwork right there. You clearly saw that. Actually, if anything, Barton tried to play that. That's kind of questionable. He threw this smoke obviously to avoid being shot at, but the smoke actually went on Sedated's favor.
I don't think it was his smoke. I thought it was Sedated smoke, was it not?
I saw the smoke coming from his side. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong again. But either way, perfectly executed on Sedated's favor. Clearly, you can clearly see the teamwork in between the last 2 players remaining. He couldn't do anything behind the smoke. Wilski with the entry frag now, however. So Wilski gets shot about approximately 50 HP or so. Wilski not even challenging it, still being composed, keeping that composure going, trying to control Manorhouse. So, I mean, not a lot to say here, Kai. You can clearly see. I like how Pinkwall's trying to play this, aggressively.
Yeah.
In its own way. But the problem is, okay, you get there, but you have to hold it. Plant the bomb, hold it. You have to get those frags. It's really important to get these frags. If anything, to be honest, I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult on the offensive side, but they're barely making it.
Look at Wilski. Look at Wilski right now. He's playing this so smart. Such great trigger discipline. Now he has to strike. He has to get burned. He's unable to. No, all that work. Oh, I feel sorry for him. He did all that work, but Seth, he's able to get one. Can he get any more? No, he cannot, and that's going to be 11-5. I'm a little bit disappointed that Wilski held his trigger so much, just waiting to get more information, try and get more people in his crosshairs, but the timing just not with him.
But I mean, going back to, if you got to get credit to Pinkwall. I mean, they showing really confident that even though they're down about 6 rounds or so, they are getting
Trying to-
aggressive on B side. Yeah, they are getting aggressive on the B side. They're really going for the plan. You know, not being worried about, well, it's 11-5, you know, 11-4, whatever it is. You know, they're really pushing towards a B. The question is, the thing is, they have to hold it. They have to hold it. But right now, instead of going to B though, it looks like a middle push here from the pink wall. Meanwhile, Seven Tanaka are going down. Only one player, that's Skuden, who went down on the pink wall squad. So on paper, pink wall has the man advantage here.
Yeah, they do, and they're just waiting for a reaction from Sedated, and they got one. Bergie able to take down Barton. The question is, can he get more? He's got that information. Now he's in a bad situation at spawn tank. The question is, can he make the most of it? And that's, yes, he can. Just leaving Zenith alone in a 1 versus 3. And now Sedated on the match point. Finally there, 12-5. I think we'll be able to get buy into this, but it's probably not going to be as strong as Sedated. You can see Tanaka taking out Scope already. STG on Seth, and quite a bit of utility. Pride and Berg can give some tokens away to force some more, but it doesn't seem like they will. Bad teammates, I call that.
Regardless, to be honest with you, compared to the other two matches, at least we've seen more rounds than the last two matches. So again,
yeah,
kudos to Pinkwall, man. To be honest with you, credit to Pinkwall for trying to stay alive as much as they can. Barton and Kane getting the first 2 frags again and killing somebody like Tanaka, which Tanaka was pretty insane with a sniper previously. Pride takes down Zenith, however, 3 players remaining, 3v3. This is where it's going to happen. With the bomb be planted, the bomb is planted right there. And this is what I'm telling you here, Kai. Look at that. Again, not being scared and not caring about the score. They will commit to be very well executed. And now Wilski, it's all about Wilski now. We've seen how Wilski has done good so far. Wilski will go towards the flank, but there you go. SRM waiting patiently on the B house, if you call it. 6 more rounds.
12-6. It's still on order. You're gonna expect Sedated to get at least one more round since they are on the stronger side. I am surprised at how well Pinkwall has played on their allies. Maybe could have seen a different story if they actually started on their allies, you know, getting that momentum up, because now you can see the momentum's slightly more in their favor. Not the start which you want into this round.
Definitely not. But again, can they, you know, we've seen situations they can turn the negative into a positive here, of course. And right now, you know, damn it, every time I speak too soon. Kane and Barton, I swear, man, it's like I haven't been able to get one right since we started. Kane gets a double kill, trading with a refract there. And 2v3 now. Tanaka and Kane did the dirty work on both teams. But right now, it's all about Kane and Barton. Can they go ahead and pull this off? Barton on those white boxes. They're trying to get an opening. Oh, Kane gets taken down. 1v3, 50 seconds. One player in a dream here. Can he keep it alive?
Probably not. And they know his position right now. They know he's somewhere around that white box, being house. You can see Wilski just watching in case he comes back round from Fountain. Seth holding the B house, but Barton able to take down Wilski. Seth falls back, and now he's just waiting. Both players waiting, and from what I'm seeing from today right now, no one's in a refract situation. So as soon as Barton pushes, and if he's able to get Bergie, it would be a different story. But doesn't check his corners, and that's going to be Sedated winning, and they're going to get their place in the semi-finals.
All right, you're on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Sedated, you know, being the better team, but again, I have to be honest with you guys. For the past 2 rounds, last 2 matches that we saw, you know, Pinkwall definitely put up a fight there. Really like what they were doing on the B side, playing really aggressively here. It's just obviously, you know, those little mistakes here and there, trying to hold B as the bomb was planted. But nevertheless, congratulations to Sedated advancing. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this. Stick around. We're going to be watching more battalion matches. All right.
Semi-finals.